Today I want to talk about a practical psychology application. Let's talk about how to live happy without owning a car. Um, to think about this concept, let's think about actually, you don't really need a car if you live in a city. In a lot of the big cities nowadays, whether in North America, in Asia, in Europe, and many other places, you don't really need a car because you have really good public transportations. Now, if you're someone who's not really into cars, like if you don't watch Fast and Furious, if you're not constantly searching for the classic car collection, and you don't consider yourself what they call it, um, motorhead, you don't really need a car. And actually, if you have a really good car in the city, but your driving skill, let's just say, is not on par with um, the car, I think it actually create more stress for you because think about it, people usually expect others who own a car, like a really good car, also know how to drive it really well. So if you just want to own a car to feel good about yourself, I actually think that's a very it's not a very efficient strategy. So all in all, if you live in a city, you don't really need a car. Let's say if you live in the countryside, I know a lot of people live in suburbs. I'll address that in another video. I actually don't think people should live in suburbs. So if you live in rural area, obviously you need to have a car. But then again, you need a really functional, practical car that can actually take you to places where there's no roads, or you just need a car that's good for all seasons. So I think in that sense, you need a car when you know you need a car. Other than that, for young people who most of the time live in the cities, I really don't recommend to have a car. And nowadays, we all know biking is really healthy for you and really good for you. A lot of really hipster. So biking is a good option. And yeah, I think all in all, if you're really into cars, you know your cars, well, you know what car you're gonna get. If you don't really know cars and you don't really care that much about cars, you don't really know how to drive well in the city, I think it's perfectly okay and you should be happy about not having a car. You save a lot of money on insurance, parking. Parking in the city is expensive usually, long-term parking. So yeah, that's really a practical thing to think about.